Facing a world shrouded in perpetual darkness, Tane knew that the second union of his parents, known as Whaanau Maarama, the family of light, held the key to the illumination of their world. The first union of Rangi and Papa, called Te Tutu Kaurewa, produced Tane and the other supreme gods. From the second came Tango and Wainui. Tango is the black space between the stars, dark matter, theoretical subatomic particles, and Wainui is personified in all bodies of water, including the ocean, lakes, rivers and streams. Tango and Wainui's union produced the sun, the moon, the stars, and the lesser-known light children, Hinatore, Parikoikoi, and Hineroamua. It was Tango who built the very first whare in this world, called Hui Te Rangiora, and adorned it with his children. The sun and moon shone from the apex of the inner posts. Hinatore and the other smaller lights took up the back wall. The stars were placed in meticulous patterns that adorned the tukutuku panels on the sides of the house. The origin of tukutuku traces its beginnings to these original panels. The intricate placement of the stars on these tukutuku would form the basis for the many constellations now in our skies today. Ka karanga tāne ki tana taina. How brightly gleam the children of light. And Tango asked, "For what purpose do you require them?" Tane replied, "To relieve our darkness, to adorn our father, and let light shine across the breast of our mother." Although Wainui was reluctant to hand over her children, both she and Tango were eventually persuaded by the eloquent words of Tane. To carry the children of light, Tane wove 3 baskets into which he places the sun, the moon, and the stars. Now on a mission, Tane calls to Tamarereti, the navigator and captain of Puna Ariki, a waka capable of celestial travel. They first traversed the mighty ocean until they reached the point where the sea meets the horizon. This point is called Te Pai Wai o Te Rangi, and from there launched Puna Ariki into the heavens. Upon reaching the zenith of the sky, they released their anchor, Te Mahutonga, commonly known as the Southern Cross. Tane then sets about arranging the cosmos. Tane started by placing into the sky the smaller of the light children, but their feeble light had little effect on the darkness. So Tane then pulled out some of the big players, such as Rehua and Tautoru. He arranged these stars into the many intricate patterns inspired from the tukutuku panels of the walls of Hui Te Rangiora, but still the darkness remained. With the light problem still looming, Tane decided to prematurely celebrate the magnificence of his work thus far. He placed the basket of stars at his feet and performed a vigorous haka. In his over-exuberance, he accidentally kicked the kete, scattering the remaining stars across the universe, which is why some stars are in patterns and others are not. When you look upon the vastness of the Milky Way and how it stretches across the sky, you will see a dark and dense grouping of stars. This is the inside of the kete having been tipped upside down, with the stars spilling out on both sides. Just like a giant fish being tipped out of its basket and all its scales glittering above, hence the name Te Kete Nui a Tane, the great basket of Tane. Most frustrating, though, was the world remained in relative darkness. So Tane placed the moon in the sky, thinking that the Aotearoa, or glow of the moon, would change their fortunes. But alas, no. Tane looked into the kete and said to the sun, "E tama, you are my last hope." And with that hurled te rā upwards and onto the chest of Rangi. The world was instantly transformed into a world of light. Ka puta ki te whaiao, ki te Aotearoa Maarama.